Hey guys, it's your girl itsnayifay and welcome back to my channel. I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in, for subscribing, sharing, commenting, giving your feedback. I genuinely do appreciate it. And for all the people who are returning, hi. For all of the people who are new here, welcome. In today's video, I really wanted to discuss the relationship between Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj because this has been weighing heavy on my heart for the last couple of weeks, and it brought me back to the moment when Megan Thee Stallion dropped Hiss and then Nicki Minaj dropped Bigfoot, and I'm just like, how in the world did we get here? In this video, I really want to talk about certain things that I've observed, certain things that I've peeped, and just give my thoughts and insights on it because Megan Thee Stallion, she has been showing her true colors over these last couple of years. And I'm not talking about the whole incident between her and Tory Lanez. No one deserves to be assaulted. No one deserves to be in a place of fear, especially when it comes to someone that you've trusted, that you've dated, that whatever the case may be. I don't agree with the things that happened with Megan Thee Stallion. I'm only talking on Megan Thee Stallion's character and things that I've noticed over the years and things that I have noticed and I have seen from day one all the way up until now. I really wanted to talk about Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj's relationship because outside of Doja Cat, I feel like Nicki Minaj had a different level of respect for Megan Thee Stallion. Considering that Megan Thee Stallion was not only extremely talented, but she was also a full-time college student while pursuing her dreams and writing her own raps. And everyone that is a fan of Nicki Minaj, anyone that knows anything about Nicki Minaj knows that she is really, really big on women writing their own raps in this industry. Almost every female rapper, I think about 99.9% of the female rappers that we have in the industry have been exposed to some degree of having a ghostwriter. So just seeing Megan Thee Stallion writing her own raps, doing her own thing, and even Doja Cat. Doja Cat literally produced, written, and created a song on Instagram Live.
And you, it should be short. It shouldn't be like panned out and shit. Hold on. And you. Turning off the lights and the song better pray about it. All my niggas on the way and know what you did. So you bigger and fist and feel about it. Why you acting like a bitch? In the fake. Kid with you 8 years old in the man body. Said she man with the one beat. Had to hit him with the bricks in the pan. I'm a diadem.
So Doja Cat really dips and dabbles into writing her own raps, producing her own beats, making her own songs, and Megan Thee Stallion was kind of the same way outside of producing her own songs. She writes her own raps. So, I think Megan Thee Stallion is extremely talented, and Nicki Minaj saw that. She was smart, intelligent, college educated, while also pursuing her dreams. And she's also in the same field as Nicki Minaj. Megan Thee Stallion can rap. She can really, really rap. It's really unfortunate that we've gotten to this point where these two women literally despise each other. They do not like each other at all. And I don't ever see a chance of reconciliation, considering that Nicki came from Megan's deceased mother. Megan came for Nicki's family, her husband. It's just a lot. And so we're going to dive into that today. Back in 2019, Megan Thee Stallion got on live, and I believe she noticed that there were some barbs on her page. And that's when Megan was like, hey Barbs, tell Nicki to hop on my live. I want to feature, I want to collab, I want to work. And the Barbs took heed to what she said, and they ran back to Nicki like, Nicki, mother.
Since motherfucking 2008, when I was in the 8th grade and I could listen to rap music on my own.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much. And congratulations on you doing your thing and rapping and writing and going to school.
Okay, exactly.
I've always been about school.
Like
Yes.
when it wasn't popular to talk about it. I always thought that was a dope thing. So
apparently motherfuckers is still confused about bitches going to school. Like it's
not the real motherfuckers, not the
not
right
the real
ones.
motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying?
We
But
did it.
people, you know, they're a little scared of it. They're a little shook.
About you being in school?
This motherfucker gonna ask me, sorry, are you not ashamed about claiming being in college?
My only regret in life is not going to college. That's my only whole regret in life. Like, I just wanted to go to college just to say, like, I didn't have that experience. And, like, I always feel like when I see people go to college, like, I'm living vicariously through them.
College hard as fuck. So, I mean.
But we you gonna drop out.
I looked at that check, I said, damn. We gonna finish school, though.
No. Oh, hell to the motherfucking no.
We gonna finish.
You finish school. You better finish school.
I'm gonna finish that shit. I just started doing like a scholarship pageant for other girls that like to get turned and still go to school.
Really? What year are you in?
I'm a senior. I'm about to graduate.
You definitely gonna finish school then. What's your major?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish that shit.
What's your major?
Healthcare administration. Yeah, nothing to do with music. I just wanted to open up some like facilities in my city.
One thing that I noticed when Nicki got on Megan's Live is that not only was she obviously very excited, it's Nicki Minaj, who's not gonna be excited to have Nicki Minaj on their IG Live. Duh. I noticed that Megan Thee Stallion kind of threw some shade at Cardi B. And at that time, Nicki Minaj and Cardi B were in a very big feud. So when Megan Thee Stallion made that comment about Cardi B, which was very obvious that it was about Cardi B, considering that Nicki always said that Cardi B didn't write her own raps. Cardi B even came out and said that she didn't write her own raps. So it wasn't a secret that Cardi B had a ghostwriter. When Megan Thee Stallion threw that shot, I kind of like gave her the side eye, because any person that has to suck up to someone else to be friends by throwing shade at their ops or saying mean things about someone that they clearly don't like just so that you can become cool with this person or friends with this person, I look at that as corny. Period. Why do you have to throw shade at Cardi B to get into Nicki Minaj's good graces? Like, I don't respect women or men that do stuff like that. So I already gave Megan Thee Stallion the side eye, because I'm like, okay, we're going to see how this goes, because usually people that do stuff like that, the friendship with the other person never lasts. It never lasts because it wasn't real from the start. You just wanted to be cool with her by throwing shade at everybody else. And I don't know, I kind of just saw through it, but that's just my personal opinion.
So you can't compare people who are in two different lanes, I feel like. Okay. Like Cardi B is like Amigo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cardi B make turn up music. Like, you gonna put on... Cardi B is definitely in the turn up shuffle. Like, you can't compare her to Nicki Minaj.
Cardi B like a rock star.
Cardi B is like a trap rapper. You know what I'm saying? So definitely Nicki Minaj is somebody that you will have to sit down and like listen to her bars, because she gonna give you the bars. You know what I'm saying? So that's like two different lanes of music, I feel like. That's like trying to compare J. Cole to Lil Pump. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really... After
Nicki Minaj got on Megan Thee Stallion's Live, that's when the song Hot Girl Summer came out. On August 9th, 2019, Hot Girl Summer was released, and then there was also a music video that came out a month later. So now everybody wanted to know, how could Megan Thee Stallion afford a Nicki Minaj feature? Allegedly, Nicki Minaj charges around $500,000 to $1 million for a verse. At this time in Megan Thee Stallion's career, you know, she don't got the money to afford a Nicki Minaj feature or, you know, to collab with her. So everybody was like, okay, well, this is a big feature. Nicki is a big artist. She's one of the highest paid, most famous, highest charting, highest everything in regards to female rap. So no one is really on Nicki Minaj's level. Now that's where the other rumors start to come in, and they're like, okay, Nicki Minaj made an agreement with Megan that if I hop on this song with you, you gotta come on Queen Radio. But after the success of the song Hot Girl Summer, Megan Thee Stallion's career took off, you know, and when people's career takes off, they usually get very arrogant, they get very big-headed. It's like, okay, I just got the biggest collab in the world so far. Nicki Minaj on my song. I think she was feeling herself, and her team was feeling her as well. This is kind of like the same situation that happened with Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice. They come in the game, they beg Nicki Minaj for a feature, Nicki Minaj gives them a feature, their career takes off, then the team comes in and they're like, well, you know, Nicki Minaj is very problematic, she's really not a good look, she's blackballed, you know, all these types of things. You know, their team gets into their ear, and then they end up doing something to sabotage their relationship with Nicki. Nicki peeps it, she notices it, and then she cuts you off. And then that's how the whole thing with Nicki's always beefing with female rappers. But I really don't see it that way. I really do believe that after these girls get a Nicki Minaj feature, their team plays a huge part in why the relationship doesn't last. Allegedly, Megan Thee Stallion didn't show up to Queen Radio. She decided to do her own thing, according to her team, or whatever the case may be. So that's when the friction between Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion began. Feel like Nicki Minaj looked at it as she's fake, but that's just what I think. Now, later on, earlier this year, so this is about 5 years after the fact, that's when Nicki Minaj started spilling more and more tea. And apparently the friction started behind the scenes of the Hot Girl Summer music video. Allegedly, Megan Thee Stallion was very drunk. She was all over Nicki Minaj, you know, trying to put a shot down her throat, because, you know, Megan Thee Stallion is very famous for that drive the boat, where you tilt your head back, she puts a shot in your mouth, and, you know, you guys turn up and dance the night away, honey. I don't know.
I've been doing this shit since like 2010.
Oh, he been doing it.
You see what I'm saying? Oh,
20. Oh,
oh, nah, my nigga. I've been doing this shit for me. Come on.
Yeah, go.
Yeah. Wipe my lips with freaks. What?
But, you know, she was drunk. She was in Nicki Minaj's space. She was trying to give Nicki Minaj a shot. And Nicki pretty much told her, girl, whether I'm pregnant, I'm trying to get pregnant, or, you know, I don't want to drink right now because there's a possibility that I could be pregnant right now. Whatever the case may be, honey, Megan Thee Stallion told Nicki Minaj to abort her baby. Now, a lot of people were like, you know, I don't believe Megan Thee Stallion said that. I don't believe it. There's no way that it's true. A Barb even came at Megan Thee Stallion on Twitter, and Megan herself debunked that and said it was a lie. But looking at Megan Thee Stallion's actions, I kind of believe that this actually did happen, because knowing Megan Thee Stallion's personality, knowing how she jokes, knowing how she interacts with other people, I do feel like Megan Thee Stallion probably said that in a joking way. Like, girl, you know, you can just go ahead and get an abortion. But my thing is, you are sitting next to one of the biggest female rappers in the world, the most legendary, the most iconic, the most authentic. You have the opportunity to be in Nicki Minaj's space, and you tell her to abort her baby? You're trying to pour shots down her throat? You show up on set drunk? Like, if I had the opportunity to sit down with Nicki Minaj or Rihanna, those are like my two favorite celebrities in the world, Nicki and Rihanna, and a little bit of Drake, but that's another story. I wouldn't even want to show up drunk. Like, I wouldn't even want to drink around them. I want to be in my clearest, best state of mind. So why do you have such a big opportunity to be in Nicki Minaj's space, to have a free feature, if we're keeping it a buck, because all you had to do was show up to Queen Radio? So you get a free feature, you get a free music video, you get to be in this woman's space, and you're trying to get her drunk? Like, and you know what, just knowing Megan and just knowing how she's been moving in the industry for all these years, I believe it. I don't care what nobody says. I believe it. I believe that she did everything that Nicki said she did, because Megan never really came out and really said anything about it. All she said was, that's a lie. But girl, okay, you answered to that one little question. What about all the other things that Nicki Minaj is accusing you of? You didn't address that. And that's how I know that Megan low-key is a liar. And so this is kind of where it all boils down to. I really believe that Megan Thee Stallion is fake. And I think that Nicki Minaj saw her as fake and very opportunistic. Why would you get on live, ask my fans to reach out to me? I reach out to you. Now all of a sudden you get a feature from me and a music video. Like, you got this woman out the house. Most A-list celebrities, they're not stepping out of the house, especially for free. That's why I believe that Megan Thee Stallion definitely fumbled the ball. Like, she dropped the ball when it came to Nicki. I really do feel like Nicki genuinely liked her, and you know, Megan Thee Stallion, she just got too big-headed. She has people in her ear telling her things like, basically like, you got the feature, so now we can just move on from that. You know what I mean? Like, now that we got the Barbs talking about you, now that you're in the conversation, F Nicki. And I feel like Nicki Minaj is so tired of these girls using her. Although I do believe that Nicki Minaj is very intimidating. I do think that she is a little mean, but I do think that she does mean well. You know, she wants to show these girls, you gotta work hard. You know, I didn't come up in the game sleeping with producers. I didn't come in the game doing all that. I came in the game with a strong work ethic, confidence, my pen, my pad. I came in here and I dominated through hard work, consistency, and drive. And these girls, they have a viral moment, they come up, then it's like, oh my gosh, da, 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 da. They start whining, complaining. And I know Nicki Minaj just be in her little $19 million home like, ugh, here we go. Another female rapper complaining. I didn't complain, so why are you complaining? I feel like that's probably like a little issue with Nicki. Like, you just gotta let these girls do them. You don't always have to stamp approval for everybody, you know? I don't think that the girls are using Nicki. I think their team is using Nicki. I think that these girls genuinely do want to work with Nicki. They do want to have that stamp of approval for Nicki, because who wouldn't want that stamp of approval from Nicki, especially if you're a female rapper? You want a fan base as big as hers. You want the Barbs on your side. And, you know, I think that the industry knows that. And so they use these girls and say, hey, you know, whatever you do, make sure you get that Nicki feature, because Nicki has the Barbs. And once you get that Nicki feature, all the Barbs are going to tune into your music. They're going to buy, they're going to stream, they're going to And then once we get that, now you're already in the door. Now it's F Nicki, let's go and get you this, that, and the third. It's happened so many times. I think Nicki is just honestly fed up, but I think that she was really hurt by the Megan Thee Stallion thing, because it's like, girl, I gave you a free verse, music video, dressed up, you know, I got on your Instagram live, I introduced you to my fan base, I really took your career off the ground, and now this is the things that I get. I also heard, you know, behind the scenes, a little birdie mentioned that Megan Thee Stallion was also kind of flirting with her husband. Maybe not flirting with her husband, but asking questions about him, like, oh, so that's your man? And okay, girl, I see you. You know how girls do. But I feel like that's not the time or the place. Not everybody is going to take what you say as a joke, or, you know, ha ha ha. Like, not everyone is going to laugh at stuff like that. Some people will be offended. And that's the reason why I think that Megan Thee Stallion came into the situation thinking that they were homegirls, instead of looking at Nicki as like, this is an A-list celebrity. This is a woman that's giving me an opportunity to really take off in my career. I think that she didn't act accordingly. I think she was too friendly. She was too drunk. Let's just start there. She really dropped the ball with Nicki. She really did. So this happened early in 2024 when Nicki dropped Bigfoot. Megan dropped Hiss. And it was just a lot. Megan literally had that #1 handed to her. Nicki Minaj going on a 3-day rant will put anybody at #1. So Nicki pretty much gave that #1 to Megan, and Megan coming for Nicki's husband, and Nicki coming for Megan's deceased mother. There was just a lot of evil things being said. That's why I think that Nicki was genuinely hurt. Nicki has never got on the internet and talked about a chick for 3 days. Usually when some beef happens, it's like, okay, you know, Nicki will say what she has to say, and then she moves on, right? She went in on Megan Thee Stallion for 3 days. all gas, no brakes, did not take her foot off that girl's neck. 15 years that, you know, we've known Nicki, I don't think she's ever came for a woman in that way for that long. That's why I think she was deeply affected by how Megan Thee Stallion treated her. I think she definitely fumbled the ball with Nicki. Nicki can be a little mean. She can be a little hardcore. She can be very intimidating, but I think that Megan really used her. Megan Thee Stallion is an opportunist, but who isn't an opportunist? Everybody in the industry is an opportunist. You wouldn't be where you are if you wasn't an opportunist. That's why you have to watch your back in the game. Nicki Minaj said it herself. There are no friends in the game. Everyone is out to use everyone. Hell, people in the real world are out here using folks. It ain't no difference from being in the real world and being in the industry. I mean, we all, well, not we, but you know, there are users everywhere. A lot of people keep saying that, oh, Nicki is just mad because Megan went and worked with Cardi B. When Megan Thee Stallion went and collaborated with Cardi B right after Hot Girl Summer, I'm talking right after, like the song dropped, Hot Girl Summer, it dropped August 9th, the video came out in September, and literally by December or January, Megan puts out WAP with Cardi B. I mean, I'm talking like 6 months prior, she's on Instagram Live saying that Cardi B doesn't write her raps and throwing shade at Cardi B just to work with her 6 months later. But I don't think that that was the reason that she was truly upset. I think that everything that Megan was doing behind the scenes is what upset Nicki. And then not coming to Queen Radio, it was like, oh my gosh. So I had to endure all of this, pull out my pad, pull out my pen, write this verse real quick, turn my verse in, fly out, give this girl a music video, deal with her drunkenness behind the scenes, her asking questions about my husband, trying to pour shots down my throat, telling me to abort my baby and we don't even know if the baby is there. And then you turn around and collaborate with the woman that you were talking about. To her, Nicki definitely saw Megan as fake. Ultimately, I think Megan is fake too. I don't care what anyone says. I'm simply talking about Megan Thee Stallion as a person and things that she has done that I have observed that makes me formulate all these opinions about her, because I've looked at Megan sideways from the beginning. When she threw that shot at Cardi B to make Nicki Minaj happy, and then Nicki Minaj giving that whole situation, I was like, something ain't right about that girl. It gives phony. It gives very, very fake energy, fake vibe. Just looking for an opportunity, a come up real quick. And she got it. Nicki Minaj gave her a look the beginning of her career and handed her a #1 5 years later. That's my little quick take on their relationship. Just something that I've noticed, something that I've observed. Like, Megan Thee Stallion has always given me fake energy. There's always something that I just like, that's just really weird about her. I don't know. That's my little take on it. One day, you know, all of this female rap beef can die down and the girls can hold hands and run off into the sunset with each other. I'm just playing. We know that ain't never happening. These girls do not like each other. They do these fake PR stunts where they take pictures together, they post up with each other. Whole time they probably texting their friend about them. None of these girls like each other. And honestly, there will never be a reconciliation between Megan and Nicki. I think the blows were too low. And there's no way that they're ever going to be cool. We're never getting a song, you know, with them two on it. It's never gonna happen. Once you talk about my deceased mother, there's no way that I'm gonna ever bang with you again. Like, I don't care. And people can say, well, she wasn't talking about her deceased mother. She said that she lied on her deceased mother. I don't care. You bring up my deceased mother, period, in any context, there's no chance that me and you were going to be cool. Megan came for her family, so the whole Megan's Law comment. So, and we know how Nicki feels about her family. She does not play about her family. So coming for her, you know, her husband, her brother, all of that stuff, like, it just ain't happening. That's my little spiel. You know, just a quick little thought. Nothing major, nothing important, just something that's been on my chest that I wanted to get off, okay? Comment, like, subscribe, share this video with your friends and family, and I'll talk to y'all later. Like,